Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to introduce you to wind energy because whatever we talk about energy, coal, oil, this, that, gas, it is finite quantity. And sooner or later, we are not going to have any of these things. When it will happen, I don't know. Somebody will say 50 years, some say 100 years, some say 200 years, not beyond that. And we have to very judiciously use this. For example, if you have 1 kilogram of oil and give it to a utility company, they will produce about 3.5 kilowatt hours of energy. That 1 kilogram of oil you give it to, say, Indian petrochemicals, they will produce about 400 rupees worth of petrochemicals. Now, we should does not belong to us; it belongs to our next generation. And we are here custodians, and we are supposed to leave this world in a better shape than what we have received from our forefathers. With this background, I will start what I want to say. But before that, I want to tell you a joke because normally my lecture requires about 1 hour, but I am going to finish it in 14 minutes. So if I do this, there is a possibility of some misunderstanding. And to explain you this, I will tell you a joke so that you won't go to sleep. Once upon a time, what happened that one principal of a school told the teacher that today you are going to go to the class and teach the students that what are the disadvantages of alcoholism and why people should not drink alcohol. And without making any background, she decided to do an experiment. She put 2 glasses. In one glass she put pure water, another glass she put very strong whiskey, and told the children, go to the garden and pick up some worms. Immediately children ran, brought some worms. She dropped some worms in this glass and some worms in this glass. After 2 minutes, they saw that all the worms in the water were merrily swimming, all the worms in whiskey died. So she asked the class, what do you learn from this experiment? There was absolute unanimity in the answer. If you want to avoid worms in the stomach, you must have whiskey twice a day. Now she wanted to say something and she conveyed something else. I do not want that to happen to me. So be a little careful when I speak. Now this is the World Wind Energy Association. I don't want to say anything about it. We have 9 vice presidents, etc., etc. My headquarters is in Bonn. Now this darker area we have the electricity, and the area which is lighter has no electricity. About 35% of the world landmass does not have any electricity. If you take a picture in the night, it is not possible to take this whole picture in one shot. This is several shots because simultaneously it cannot be dark everywhere. So here you can see that wherever there is no light, there is no electricity, and that is about 35%. Now the fastest growing industry today in the world is wind energy. It is growing at 23.6% for the last 10 years. No industry in the history of mankind has grown at that. Today, 670,000 jobs we have created. Take what has been added in last year, after year. In 2011, we added 45,000 megawatts of energy in wind. China has done something unbelievable. What India has done in 10 years, China has done in 1 year. This is the rate at which they are going. Now this is which country has got what installation in last year, etc. I am going to leave all this thing here and if is interested they can go. In all country, what is the wind power, etc. is shown here. Now here if you see the prediction, the total, you can see that predictions have always been less than what actually has happened. This year, today we have crossed a limit of 200,000 megawatts. Now the developing countries' economics take lion's share. Now you must have heard a lot of things about last year what happened to Copenhagen. When they say Copenhagen things have failed. Now what did fail? You have to go on writing so many things without understanding what they want to say. Hello? Actually what happened was that I was there in Copenhagen and these countries, for example, if you take this, Canada and USA, they consume so much electricity, about 17,000 units per annum per capita. Compared to that, what we consume? Nothing. And they are telling us that you reduce your consumption and reduce the pollution. China and India together, these last two countries, came together and said nothing new. You first reduce and then you talk to us. And that is why the whole thing failed. There's nothing else. Now here is the key growth drivers. I also will not go into great detail about this, but there are several things which is driving wind energy. The energy scenario also is the local availability. Then we say that the abundance in resource. Then it is a zero fuel cost. Now current operating cost. Now if you compare all methods of producing energy, I will show you the operating cost like this. That today, if it is nuclear power, see, operating cost means the fuel cost, operation and maintenance, not the cost of money that you invest. Operating cost is the variable cost, which cost of fuel is the biggest chunk. So nuclear cost is actually likely to be more, but we do not know actually what is the cost of uranium now. It is short of much more. But whatever data was there, we have collected 1.8 US cents per kilowatt hour. Per kilowatt hour is operating cost for nuclear. Coal, it is 2.13. Natural gas is 3.68, while wind is less than 1. Now operating cost is the minimum of wind. Only thing is you have to spend some money to erect the wind machines, and then you can operate it at a very low cost. Today we are competing with any other power generation system in the world. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology has predicted that the world electricity energy requirement will triple in 2050. The current electrical energy installation is 3.6 million megawatt, which will become 11 million megawatt. All these things I don't want to say, but this is the situation, and the figures are unbelievably large. You realize to the world that we come to this earth does not belong to us, which I told you earlier. The fossil fuels are finite, this also I told you. Then another important thing which normally people do not understand is this, that alright, we can make petrochemicals, and all the chemical fertilizers made today in the world are based on either gas or oil. Now when the gas and oil is not there, after say 100 years or whatever year, at that time the population from 7 billion will become, I don't know, 10 billion or 100 billion, I don't know. Now the population is going to go up and we will not have